Yeah, I mean, that this is why we play the whole year to make the playoffs, and it's not easy. It's a lot of teams that doesn't make the playoff, but we've been playing very well so far, and can't wait to get things started and just get the first game out of the way, and then the series on the way.
And what do you expect from the first game? Obviously, both teams know each other well. There's a playoff history between the two teams. What kind of intensity do you expect?
I mean, we played against each other last season in playoffs, and we know each other very well as teams. But we know it's gonna be a war. It's always good battles against Tampa, and you really feel that little battle of Florida in the games for sure.
Third line always gets tough matchups, especially when you guys are on the road and they have last change. How much do you just enjoy the challenge of those matchups and going up against the top guys?
Yeah, that's a big thing what I like to do and how I like to play. I don't really care who we play against, and I think that's our mindset. Whoever comes against each other, we just try to do the job and make sure we come up with a win.
Doug talked about you guys. You have so much experience the last couple of years in the playoffs. What do you think that experience helps the most in these games for you personally?
Probably just when there will come different situations in the playoffs. You lose a game. It's a roller coaster. So just keep yourself a little calm. You know what to focus on. Stay right there. It's not over till it's over. So just live day by day, not think too much ahead.
3 years ago, Rhino was on your line last year, Tarasenko this year, Brad Marchand. Just what has he brought to that trio? Maybe the other two didn't. What's kind of the unique thing he brings?
Well, he talks a lot. He's always on, chirping guys, pumping guys on the bench. He brings the energy for sure. He's one of a kind, and we're very happy to have him on our side, and it's been very cool to learn from him.
What's it been like for you? I mean, obviously, still pretty early in your career to be in the playoffs year in, year out, always be on a talented team. Just what's that like for you?
I mean, it's a privilege to be on a good team, and I feel like I've been lucky to be a part of this what we've been building so far, and we have had some success as well. But it's been very fun. We're a hungry team. We don't settle down. We wanna eat more, so we want to achieve more.
What do you think you learned the most during the last couple playoff runs?
Probably just stay in the moment. Don't think too far. It's not easy. It's a lot of things have to go right to win the series. But at the end of the day, it's still the same hockey. You just try to do everything as well as you can, but at the same time, try to enjoy it. It's the best time of the year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, obviously, big rivalry game. Last 2 days, you started watching the other series. You're itching to get back out there and start your own series. Quick flight down there now. Had a good couple days of practice. And excited to just get in that rhythm of playing and competing every other night until your season's done, whenever that may be. Yeah.
Obviously, the penalty feels so important come playoff time. Just how have you seen that part of the game elevate in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think you saw it the last 2 days already. You watched the other series. A lot of power play goals. I mean, it's important because the 5-on-5 game tightens up so much that the high scoring games on 5-on-5 are extremely rare in playoffs. They happen every once in a while, but not very much, right? So special teams become that much more important, and obviously I take great pride in that. And it's not always the most, healthy thing for your body, I would say. You got to eat some shots. You got to sacrifice, but that's what it takes to win at the end of the day. And I'm thankful I got the opportunity to contribute that to this team, and start doing that hopefully tomorrow.
Right now you're out there with Evan Rodriguez and Jesper Boqvist. Obviously defense first for you guys, but
Yeah.
two guys that really can also put the puck in the back of the net. What do you like about the potential, both offensively and defensively?
I think the biggest thing for our line has to be our skating aspect. I think we're three extremely good skaters. Then I think we should complement each other pretty well because we bring different types of aspects to the game. Roddy is very crafty. He can also take faceoffs. He's a righty. Bulky, obviously, extremely fast skater with the puck, and I think I can kind of be in first on the forecheck, get those pucks into their hands. So I think the games that we got together, during the last couple of weeks worked quite well. So hopefully get off to a good start tomorrow night.
Oh, you played these guys in a Stanley Cup final
Yeah.
before. I mean, what did it take to kind of beat those guys at the height of their powers?
Yeah, I think you gotta expect the series to be tough and long. That's just the way it is. It's a very experienced team. They've been in those situations a lot. So if you think you're going in there and getting out unscathed, I think that's the wrong way to approach things. We fully expect a very physical, very very hard fought series, and you just gotta be prepared for that from the the second that puck drops tomorrow at 8:30.
How exciting was it to have Chucky back on the ice with you the last couple of days and potentially tomorrow night?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, big part of the team, and I think if anything, he's the type of player that's built for playoffs. His compete level, he gets under the other team's skin, and then obviously locker room wise as well. Big part of the team. So yeah, it's almost like if a player's out for that long, it's almost like you trade for a high-end player. He comes in and plugs in that hole in the lineup that he's left, and I think we're excited to have him back.
Thanks, Nico.
Thank you.
Yeah, can't wait. Been waiting for this time to tick down, this week. Can't wait to get it started. Like you said, this series is always fun to watch, and to be a part of it's even cooler, so I can't wait.
Looking at the lines right now, you're on second line, you're on PP1. Just how much are you looking forward to that responsibility just right off the bat?
Yeah, I gotta be good defensively, obviously. When you play up there, and that's my plan. And obviously, I think offensive side things will take care of itself. Obviously playing with those two, great players. I think they'll make it easy on me, so I can't wait.
I think we only saw for a game and a half or 2 games, but you, Bennett, and Kachuk obviously was so good in that small sample size. How excited are you to kind of pick that back up here?
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it. They support me so well. Like I said earlier, they make it easy on me, and the hockey sense is just off the charts, so it just makes me better, and I'm looking forward to it.
Mackie, this dynamic for you, the last 2 years you've been watching, you've been with the team, but watching them as they make their playoff runs. What's it going to be like on Tuesday when you finally get to be part of, hopefully, a run like that?
Yeah, like you said, I've been able to watch a lot of playoff hockey here, and you're sitting up there just thinking about how bad you want to be out there, and a year later now it's finally happened. So I've been able to, like I said, watch a lot of it, and can't wait to get started.
What did you learn while watching and being part of practice and whatnot about what it takes to make those type of runs?
Yeah, I mean, the energy level and the compete just goes up 10 times, and you got to be ready. You got to be dialed in on everything. Every little thing matters, and every inch matters. So it's got to be ready.
How cool is it to go into the playoffs with the full arsenal? Chuck, Marchand, everybody here now, ready to go.
It's super exciting. I think our roster looks deep right now. I think we still got to be ready, though. Can't win the championship off the first game, so it's going to be a long battle, and just take every day and try to enjoy every day and get better every day, and whether it goes good or bad. So I can't wait to get started.
You had a lot of time to get chemistry with Sam Bennett over the past few months. I mean, what kind of works between the two of you, and what can you learn from a guy like that who's kind of had a lot of success in the playoffs the last few years?
Yeah, you can learn a lot from him. He, like you said, he's just so good in the playoffs just because he elevates his game so much, and the physical presence obviously too. He's really good at that, and off the ice too. He's so smart, and his hockey sense, like I said earlier, is off the charts. So it's only going to make it easier for me, and I can't wait.
You played in some big games at Michigan. How do you think that's going to help you in this playoff run?
I think it's huge. Those are one game or you're out. So it's all the pressure in one game. So that's how you got to play every game here. Is it could go good or bad. So you got to be ready for everything. And I think those games were huge for me. And even last year in playoffs in the American League, it's a whole nother level. So I learned that, and you know, it's going to be a whole nother level here too.
Thanks, Mackie.
Thanks, Mackie.